Okay, Bob Diablo back with you. We're here in the Anchorage Museum of Art and History, and this is a representation of the fishing boat and how it works with a huge net. I didn't realize they were that big, but yeah, they're pretty high tech. Anyway, a big source of economic power in Alaska besides fishing has been lumber, has been namely this right here, oil. These are model representations of oil plants and all that goes into them. And check it out, this is the big boy right here, where most people came up here and brought the most money into Alaska. It's gotta be Prudhoe Bay and the Trans-Alaska Pipeline. This thing is built to withstand like a 6.5 earthquake right around there. It's incredible construction. What it does, you see it has two pillars here, and it's got a sliding plate, so the whole pipeline can just slide back and forth. The pipeline itself, you got about a 3/4 of an inch thick pipe, and the oil flows through. You got insulation around the side, and then you got a secondary hole to prevent outside damage coming into it. There's been a lot of people's like yay and nay about the pipeline, but it's brought a lot of economic development to Alaska. It's brought a lot of opportunities, and that can't be denied. And it's something else. It really is. Okay, KASR video. This is inside the Alaskan Museum of History and Art, and we're maybe going to check out some art here. So we'll be back after this new video. This is my buddy Bucky the moose. Give you an idea how big these things are. This is a bull moose, and he stands roughly about, well, if he had his head up, he'd be about 8 feet tall. And his back's about 6, 7 feet. They're big critters. You don't want to mess with them. While I was up here, a University of Alaska student was killed by a mother moose and a calf. That's when a moose is most dangerous. It's when it's protecting its young. If he's got a young around, stay away from him. This guy tried to sneak by the moose. Like it was a couple feet too close to the door, and the guy figured he could sneak by it, and the moose turned around and pounced on him. They don't get you normally with these, but they will get you with these. These are very dangerous. They'll get up and stomp on you. The last thing you want is about an 1,800-pound moose stomping on you. Okay, come on, we're going to show you some old turn-of-the-century Anchorage, Alaska. Right around this corner, some Model T. They actually used to run these things up here. Yeah, I see they got the snow tires on it. But my dad used to own, what, a Model A, Dad?
Model A.
That's a while ago.
This is Model T.
Yeah, okay. This is an old Model T. All right, let's come over here real quick. And this is what I always loved. I always loved trains. You guys like trains? I like trains. Come over here. Come on, come on, come on. Stay with us. This used to be the old train yard in Anchorage. You can see it. And the railroad is pretty much the reason why Anchorage exists today. They needed a place, a central hub, to run supplies from the deep water ports of Seward, namely Seward, since it's ice-free all year round, and up into Fairbanks, where a lot of the gold and a lot of the timber and ore was coming from. And they needed a hub terminal, and Anchorage became it. This is where they built the hub for the Alaska Railroad, and that's what started Anchorage. A lot of people used to want to call Anchorage like Alaska City, Kinnick Anchorage, and I believe the reason why they got the name Anchorage was because the postmaster ended up just calling it Anchorage on all his stuff, and so by executive order of the president, Anchorage became Anchorage as we know it today. Okay, KASR video.
About 1915, President Woodrow Wilson decided it should go through Anchorage to Fairbanks from Seward instead of going from Valdez to Fairbanks, Alaska.
Really? Well, there you had the voice of.
We have Anchorage today.
Well, there you have the voice of authority, because my dad, Padre, was here at the time. All right, KASR video. This has been the inside of the great Alaska Museum in Anchorage. So we will catch you all later. Bye-bye. You guys really enjoyed that last video. We enjoyed bringing them to you, and I'm really enjoying my Great Alaska trip from Arizona to bring KASR a little perspective on inside of Alaska. Here we have sort of a modern representation of current influences of European culture and how the native populations have adapted to it. Here we have the Eskimo cultures adapted the floral prints patterns into their weaving and wear, and of course the new tools that the Europeans brought with them are Americanized North Americans brought with them. You have a lot more finely crafted artwork, and that just opened up a whole realm of expression. Here we have the Eskimo mask. As we move on into here, This is well, this is actually more Eskimo stuff too. These are Eskimo bases, kind of like you have like those little porcelain masks, Eskimo masks, with all kinds of representation, and then the whaling influences. Of course, they were natural whalers to begin with. Here's another mask, and we get down into the Tlingit and Haida artwork, where they have a lot more dyes and different kinds of beads to work with, and so the colors and stuff are a lot more brilliant and a lot more bright. And we have, of course, they were into their own masks also. Old woman mask. We had the forehead mask that would be put on top of the forehead, kind of like a Midwestern Indian headdress. Then we have some other stuff right here. Okay, this is it. This has been some really cool stuff. Our KSR video. We'll be back after a few more videos.
Folks,
Padre Diablo.
welcome to Alaska.
Diablo back with you. KSR video. And going from the Southland to the Northland, part of the Great Alaskan Winter Adventure Extraordinary. It wouldn't be finishing the show up right without talking about a great artist. No, not myself, although I did have some artwork of my own here about 14 years ago as part of a school exhibit. No, I'm talking about Sidney Lawrence. Amazing, amazing artist, Alaskan artist. He made this back in 1929. And it's Mount McKinley, Alaska, as seen from the Toko Sea.
Another beautiful.
Okay, Bob Diablo back with you at KSR video. We're here in my hometown of Anchorage, Alaska. In the background you see the ice flow and the inlet moving on, all the tide going out there, and we got mountains sitting in there in the background. We got Mount McKinley. I don't know if you can see this or not. Way out there is Mount McKinley. And Dad, what's that other mountain?
Forker, I think.
Forker, Mount Forker. Some of the largest mountains that you'll ever find in North America. Anyway, we're here. I'm freezing because the clouds went away. And man, it's twice as cold as it was when we were up on the side of the hillside there. Anyway, here's another video. And oh, doing a CD giveaway right now called 965-4163. Leave your address and your name so we can get a CD package out to you. And thanks for watching KSR video. We'll be back after a few more things here. Anchorage, Alaska.